us. Ambassador, how do we look at this? There is trust and alliance breakdown quite clearly. Then you've got the NATO's core purpose as well. If NATO allies won't support the United States in these kind of times, in major military conflicts, look at the Hormuz example just more than a fortnight back, even logistically in a sense, does that fundamentally weaken the idea of a collective security, that they're not setting out to do what they were uniquely made for? And then there's the trust deficit. The USC's denial of the air bases and the overflight operations as a clear-cut betrayal. So what's your assessment and reading here, ma'am?
Absolutely. This has been, as we've been seeing actually, right, since President Trump took office a second time, he has continuously, triggered off, I think, confrontation, conflict, and verbal conflict with NATO allies right from the beginning with Europe. And I think Iran, and during the Ukraine war also, we saw there was a bit of a standoff off and on. And now with the Iran war, I think it has come out in the open. And also, I think, because he set off the tariff wars, unprovoked tariff wars, not bothered about whether they were friends or foes. I think that has already weakened this, alliance, or the transatlantic alliance and the NATO alliance. And the whole purpose of NATO was to face or to act together in the face of any question. But this is again completely, we see it's being, I think it's temporarily ruptured, at least, definitely. Permanently, we can't say, because things change every day.
Ma'am, Donald Trump is known for verbal bombs, but I mean, I'm just trying to understand, is this serious enough to shake the alliance?
No, I don't think so. It's not going to shake it. It's going to temporarily ripple it. There'll be a ripple there, but I don't think it's permanently going to damage it completely. But of course, the trust deficit has come, as you very rightly said, and trust deficit is at the core of all these defense alliances. So that,
but then what are we to make of Spain's, Sanchez's comments, how he shrugged the entire Pentagon mail off? He says, we don't work off of mails, we work off of official documents. And then you've got United Kingdom that said this is clearly insulting and appalling. And Donald Trump and his verbal bombs have already irked the European allies time and again, time and again. Something's got to give sometime.
Yes, but I think till they, have their own robust and strong defense cooperation structure in place, because they, were completely dependent on, or largely, not completely, but largely dependent on the US for security and defense purposes. So I think till they get their act together and have more collaboration in this and make NATO stronger without the US, in case which it has been threatening to do in case it leaves. It will, in fact, but till that time, I think they have very little option to continue with this alliance. Maybe, as I said, trust deficit rupture is there, temporary rupture, but I think it's too early to write it off completely.
Perhaps, and that, Madam Ambassador. But you see, the Denmark layer is all too real, to brush under the carpet.